Hey, Alan, just some thoughts. You have a really deep question. Let me look over here for a second. How can educational leadership affect flipped learning in the present context? As I think about our present context, with pandemic learning happening, I think the key is that uh, leadership embrace flipped learning and help their staff learn what it is and how to do it well. So I guess that's the key. Honestly, what I think is going to happen, and as you look at the website here, it's all about mastery learning. And I think the key to going forward as we look about what's going on in the world of education is that, so many students have learning loss right now, and that's a huge problem across the world. So yeah, they're struggling. And when students finally return to our schools, then there's going to be huge gaps. So if all the kids in year 7 are there, that some kids are going to be somewhat caught up and some kids are going to be way, way behind. And so if you move to a mastery model, and flipped is a way to sort of, we're able to merge flipped learning with mastery learning, which makes I think the ideal learning strategy, which is flipped mastery. And you merge these two together, and when that happens, magic happens. Now, to address your question, how do you make leaders take care of this? That's a tough question. It's about embracing it and training teachers. And a lot of it comes to do with mindset. And right now, I acknowledge that teachers are struggling. They're really struggling. This is a very hard time in the world of education. But as I've had a chance to share with some administrators about the mastery approach, I think a lot of them are very interested and excited about it, because I think it's the sweet sauce of where we're headed. And so I would encourage you to encourage them. And if we're going to do this right, we've got to have the will of leadership. That doesn't just include educational leadership. It includes political leadership. It includes grassroots people like you and other teachers who are saying, we've got to make a switch. And sometimes you just got to do it because you know it's what's best for your kids. So here I'm standing in my classroom. We are meeting face-to-face mostly, not completely, pandemic learning. And we are doing mastery learning, and it just works, working in all classes all across the world. And some have said that flipped learning teachers have been preparing for the pandemic for 10 years. And so as we really think about the future of education, if we don't have a flipped component, then we are doing something wrong. So I hope that answers your question.